Howdy, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Scrub, and welcome back to Going Medieval. Last time, we got our Tier 3 Chaplain, which is fantastic. And we also started working on the outer layer of the second part of the wall, and I think it looks pretty good, and we should be able to get this done before winter's out, so that'll be nice. And we also finally installed our garden canopy, which, one, I like the look of, and I did just double check a comment on the last video. In their experience, if I did want to put these beams in, it makes a negligible difference as far as the sunlight allowed through. So pretty much it's about whether we think it looks better or if we want to spend the wood on the supporting beams to get the that minimum amount of extra crops in. I kind of like how this looks, so I will probably leave this for now. We're gonna start by letting today run out, let them finish up the wall, and the canopy's done. So I guess our next question is what our summer projects are going to be. I have been thinking, we've been making some pretty good progress so far, and we've been also making some steady progress. I think we need to probably come up with a plan for our next major expansion, and I think I've got some ideas on that. The question would be whether I want to finish the second wall or leave it as is for a while. I think I want to go at least one siege with the walls as is just to test them out, and if we need to adjust off of that, we will. Lotta is a builder. You should not be idle. Maybe the game glitched out. Let's reset you real quick. Why are you idle? Did we run out of material? We shouldn't have. We should have had plenty. Yeah, 440. We still got these to build. It's almost break time anyway. Maybe she'll fix herself after that. Unless she's waiting on the material to get delivered and then she'll get back to building. That might be what it is. Although I guess if that's done, we should probably come up with a little bit of extra work to do. We'll gather some trees outside base while I look for something a little bit more interesting. And let's go ahead and also mark a little bit of clay. There we go, get a little bit of that going. And the mine we were also working on. Winter's almost over, so we can probably just leave that as is. We might keep working on that later. Oh, right, we did want to bring up the Grand Hall. I think that's going to be our main summer project. And I've been talking about it for months now, but I think it might finally be time to install windows this summer. I'm going to say it out loud, and we're definitely not going to do it, but I do want to go on record saying that I remembered. So I think we want to bring this up at least one more level. I did want to expand this kitchen as well, so everyone has slightly bigger rooms. Do we have any spares right now? Okay, looks like the one next to Gerbaga is empty for now. That might be the only one. Okay, it looks like we have one to spare for the moment. That is okay. Although I guess if we're going to start trying to make everyone's rooms bigger, that may answer this, and we will probably end up going for that bunkhouse. Because if everyone's getting bigger rooms, we're going to need more space for everybody. So, yeah, if we're not going to use this for anything else, that would make sense. Alright, we got a plan for that. And the other thing I was considering is I really do like this new canopy. And I think we might be able to integrate that into the keep as a whole, aside from just, being coverage. I think this is probably going to be the centerpiece for our next major expansion. Alright, here we go. Jeanette and Gerbaga, I think, are getting the final piece of the wall finished. Which means we're probably going to hit idle immediately. Okay, let's see. Okay, no, it looks like they're going... Oh, they're mining. Perfect. So yeah, I think with that, we have the next layer of the wall completely done. Yeah, I think overall this is a pretty cool looking layered effect. The initial plan for this is to bring this up so we have double thick stone, but I do want to see how this fares and if we need to make that a priority or not. I think we'll be fine, but this is also, I think, the beginning of year... Hold on, records, we can check this, I think. History. Spring of 1353. Okay, so yeah, we're about to begin our 4th year. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm not sure as far as the enemy goes, if there's any kind of scaling that I need to be aware of. So my personal time, I think this is usually about the point where I stop and start a new settlement once I feel like I'm pretty secure. So that being said, I've also never played on the highest difficulty before. So I'm kind of curious to see how that'll change as well. Also, something interesting coming down the pipeline, I might as well bring up while we're waiting for today to run out. It looks like in the next update, along with the new jailing stuff, they're going to add some legitimate gates. So finally we'll actually have real gatehouses and not just doors, which will be excellent, and it's going to look really cool. I don't know what my exact plan with that will be. Chances are I'll leave this as an inner gatehouse and maybe put the outer gatehouse right here. Although if I did that, I would probably want to bring the towers out even further. I don't think we need to worry about that right this second, mainly because I don't know what the spacing is going to be, so I don't even want to start building around that yet. And settlers back to idle. Yohama. Don't go triple speed. Let's actually pause. Thank you. Yohama, you could also do mining. Okay, I think we're at the point where our miners are extremely bored, so I guess we can go ahead and dig out another layer over here. I don't think there was anything in particular I wanted to grab right now, so I guess we'll just start clearing some of this space for the next expansion. We might need another cook still. I did add someone else on there last time, but it still seems like we're quite a bit behind. Do we have anyone that's decent? Edith would be okay as a backup. I'm going to put you on 4. Nah, Bagoda should be pretty busy with her tailoring. I don't think we need to throw her on there. Yohama's not a grower either. Miner, cutting plants, helping out. Oh, she used to be. I'm going to put you on 4 cooking as well. That might be a skill that you just straight up grind out if you have nothing better to do. And we did build the expansion of the kitchen, but we never did anything with it. Because I think I want to knock down this wall, which means we'll have to renovate the top first. I might be tempted to do a similar thing here and actually work the kitchen into the defensive wall like we did with the library. And I guess I would bring the whole thing out unless the bases are... Okay, no, the base is already accounted for. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, I think we could do something with that. And we're also planning to tear this up, so... Okay, I think we've got plenty to do to start off spring and summer. It'll keep us busy for a while, and not to mention... Well, I say it'll be a problem if I really wanted to, and I might experiment with this depending on how busy they are. We could throw these 2 back on gardening, so we'd have 5 extremely competent botanists. Oh, you're almost at 50, Quinhilda. Fantastic. Yeah, Magoda's at 41. You're at 39, Lotta, and then these 2 are both at 23 and 20. So they could work, I think, just about everything. Oh, there's one that's at 25, right? Yeah, herbs. The only thing they wouldn't be able to work yet is herbs, but they would also be able to work that very quickly. And it looks like we still have a couple torches to put up to complete the look of the place, so I'll go ahead and add some of those. I think it might have just been those 2, actually. You know what? Let's do... Hold on, can I get this perfectly symmetrical? Okay, if I've done my math right, this is perfectly symmetrical. We'll need to send this one over here. Okay, these 2 torches should be perfectly in the middle. And I'll be honest, I did not know if I had the space for that. Oh, don't build those ones. Those were placeholders. Don't build that one either, please. Also, I guess for some reason, these torches destroyed these ground slots, which is weird. Or I gave the wrong deconstruct order. That's fine. We can fill those back in, no problem. Oh, damn it, there's 2 of them. I think... Ah, damn, I'm gonna have to recount this. Hold on. You know, it just dawned on me that this part is sticking out further, so my counts are probably messed up. I have been spending the entire morning trying to centralize this torch, and I'm not exaggerating. I think we'll... I'll center it off this one and hope for the best. This part's going to stick out and be slightly off-center, but it's just going to have to work. 22. Okay, slight problem. I don't think there's an exact center, so I'm just going to say it's this one and move on with my life. Also, we got a friendly merchant. Okay, this one is centered on that one, so that is going to have to be good enough. Alright, and 10 to 1, we are going to get an arms merchant that we don't care about, because I think that's the top tier merchant. That doesn't say this one. Yep, swords from Toledo and Damascus, we don't actually care, because we can probably make better. So no feast for you. Also, we finally got those torches placed down just in time for break, so good for us. Also, shout out to no one going idle that entire time. And once Wooly is finished playing backgammon, we'll have her go talk to the barterer so we can keep grinding her speechcraft. Now, what level are you at, by the way? 15 still. I think she's hit 20 to get Bard 3. And because we're hoarding like dragons, we'll take all your gold and probably nothing else. Also, yeah, weren't you supposed to be a good merchant? You have literally nothing. You have a You're selling stuff that we can build, and that's literally it. You're not even selling swords. Hold on. It's because you don't like us, but you still came to visit, which is weird, but... Okay. Also, that's good to know. So, I guess whoever wants to come, depending on how much they like you, they'll bring less options. And I'm guessing you'll also give us worse prices when we try to steal all your gold. And by steal, I mean literally engage in the barter economy, but... Okay, so we'll take all that... What do we have a bunch of that we don't need? Hey, we've got... Okay, you've got a decent carrying amount. Let's get rid of... Yeah, we can offload some apples. We're just going to make these guys really like us. All right, so we are going to give them 400 and... Oh, hold on. I can make this work better. No, hold on. Damn it. There we go. Blaze it. So we're going to give them 420 gold worth of goods. We're going to get 148. These guys are at negative 60, so I'm curious how much they're going to love us, because we are giving them an absolute bargain. That increased by 3, so I guess they didn't want all the free food and hay in the world. Oh well, we got 148 gold out of the deal, and freed up some space, so win-win all around. Speaking of freeing up space, how much space do we actually have in the cellar? Because that is probably ready to... Okay, no, we did a pretty decent expansion last time, so we should be okay. Although, if we're looking for stuff to do, we should probably go ahead and install that wooden beam next. 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3. So you do need to dig out one more. And we're still going to try and ramp up our cooking efforts as well. Animal feed, staying down's fine. Probably do with some more packaged meals. Round that up to 130. Meat, we've got plenty of. Looks like we could do some more beer. We'll keep the mead. Bump alcohol up to 75. And same with the fruit juice, since we have so many apples. Say 150 lavish meals. Okay, so we got lavish, pickled vegetables. You've got animal feed, salted eels, packaged meals, and meals. Yeah, I guess these may not have been set as high as I thought I needed them. So I guess that's kind of good news. That means we're probably keeping up with cooking a little bit more than I'm thinking we are. We just need to balance it better. That, and I think having an extra backup cook should hopefully fill in any of the gaps we have. We might also finally start experimenting with a little bit of fishing and hunting. I say that, we probably won't, but we'll see. So I wouldn't mind getting some of those salted eels on the stockpile. I'm guessing those are very good for feasts, so it would be nice to have some of that. And we're still toiling away at the mine. Okay, so should be a pretty chill last day of winter. And yeah, we got the stockpile over here for all that garbage. And this stockpile is probably still looking fine. Yeah, the ash and the bones, which we actually do use. Yeah, so we got our little corner over here with our workshop. We got our chapel and our temple. I'm thinking we're going to expand this into another bunkhouse similar to what we've got going over here. We've got our gigantic warehouse, which I should probably check to see if we need to expand. We've got our Great Keep, which we're going to expand this summer. We've got the library/living area, which is pretty good. We've got the kitchen we want to expand. We got this little area for... Oh, I guess I could use this as like a little processing area, and then this could be the actual kitchen. Okay, we got some plans with this. That's nice. We got our nice little animal pen, and Wolfie, who... Okay, you're 80. I hope you really do get trained before you die. If not, then we're ready for disappointment. It's a normal in our life. And we got this little area, which is a living area that we probably want to rework into something. Yeah, these guys are a little bit far from everyone else as far as living quarters go, aren't they? I guess if we're planning super far ahead, we could refashion this into a jail ahead of time. That might not be terrible, because it's kind of in an area that wouldn't be in the way. It's got just enough room to make it work. Well, the good news is I came into this episode with literally 0 plans, and now we have about 7, so... At least we're going to be busy for the next year. Okay, top level of the warehouse looks all right. Second floor is completely full, and I'm guessing the bottom is too. Yep. Yeah, we've just got so much vinegar and iron down here from, I think, since the start of the game. Good news is we aren't going to run out anytime soon. And happy spring, everybody. Fantastic. And it's definitely going to be a couple days till it gets warm out, so... Spring in name, but it's pretty much another winter day for us. I guess go ahead and get this entire deposit set out, because there was some gold over here that we want. So I'm thinking plan for today we let these guys just do some power mining and kind of finish out some of our winter work. And I'm thinking tomorrow, between the thaw and, you know, hopefully today's pretty warm, we should be able to start doing some stuff tomorrow. It's starting to look kind of nice out, so I'm guessing if I really wanted to, I could start planting. But I'm not going to push the issue if we don't have to, and we got plenty in the cellar, so I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, we'll see how cold tonight gets. If it's an acceptable level, I might start rebuilding the Great Hall. I guess the question is, what else do I want to expand? Because these are two pretty small rooms. I probably... You know, I was just saying the Great Hall, we might actually want to start with the bunkhouse first. Silver... Actually, okay, we chewed through most of our limestone for manufacturing. Yeah, we're up to 765. I have you capped at 1,000, right? Alright, there goes the merchant. Thanks for stopping by, being mostly useless. Let's go down... You know, you can stay there, that's fine. We'll definitely want more bricks than basic limestone anyway. I might use basic limestone for the jail, because we're probably just going to do a full teardown and rebuild of this, so that's fine. Basic wood wall there for now. We'll do the second floor of the infirmary as brick, just to maintain that look on the face. And then interior, we can probably do wooden walls. We should probably have access inside the infirmary to the second, Okay, yeah, we need to delete this one. We'll put a ladder right there, and then that'll give us access to the second floor from the infirmary. And this ladder is officially useless, so we can go ahead and tear that down. Then we'll throw a ladder in this corner of the infirmary, which will be fine. And that'll lead straight up to second, and that will get us on the wall. Perfect. We'll make the hallway over here a little bit more narrow so we can save rooms, which means we'll need to swap this one over ever so slightly too, which is fine. That'll get built up, and then we'll want a wooden interior. So at least 5 there. 4 there. Then I guess we go 2 here. There we go. Now nobody has technically got a smaller room, I don't think. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Well, it might look a little bit awkward, and I might end up changing my mind on this, but hopefully with a little bit of extra space for each room, it'll end up being worth it. So I guess the new question is, who's going to move in first? I think the easiest answer, yeah, we've got 2 over here. They're both being lived in, right? Yeah, Jonette and Baldred, so... Good news, guys, you get to move out first. Fantastic. Okay, still pretty cold at night, so definitely leave the braziers running for a couple more days. Okay, it looks like they got most of the mining done today, too, which is excellent. I'm thinking tomorrow we may be able to slam crops in the ground and get that started, which will slow everything else down, but I think we've got a pretty okay head start over here. We can actually replace the stuff over here as opposed to rebuilding it and tearing it down. Let's try some of that once we get this built. I guess the other thing that's going to be a little bit interesting that we should probably do something with is we've got 2 empty little guard rooms. I don't know what we would do with them, but we could do something. Okay, workshop's back up and running. Fantastic. Yeah, these guys should be able to slam this up pretty quick. Let's see, it's 40 in the morning. 45. 45. Not Phoebe. Rip. Make sure we eat that before I forget. Oh no, I guess they're already gonna grab that. That's a extra carcass. Bonus. Yeah, I think we should be okay to start doing some planting. Let's do it and just make sure everything is on ripe, because I don't think we're worried about seeds. I should probably check that. Okay, so now we can start doing all the planting in the world, so everything else is gonna slow down. And just to confirm, 3,000 seeds, 300, 600. Yeah, we should be fine. Only thing we're out of is apple saplings, which we just kind of rely on what falls off the trees to plant, so we're A-okay on that. Believe it or not, it's just going to sit there and look pretty for a while. We'll see how well it does after the first hailstorm, if we get one this year. Fill that little gap in just because it looks a little bit awkward. Okay, that's... I don't completely hate it. It is a little bit weird. Maybe if we do I could just do double thick wall. Yeah, you know what? One of you is going to get a smaller room, you're just going to have to deal with it. It's fine. And for the future plan I think I have in mind, I'm going to go ahead and make this roof a wicker floor. Oh, we're out of sticks again. That's been a while since that's been a thing. Also, stable structure issue. We might have to do some adjusting on that. But since sticks are a problem, we can go ahead and start chopping some dead trees and see if we can find some bushes laying around. Alright, and that will probably be the ice buckets for the year, unfortunately, unless it gets very cold at night. How many are we sitting on? 52 ice blocks. That is a-okay. How much floor space do we actually have? We've still got a decent amount for alcohol and more ice if we buy some. Fantastic. And this got done, so let's go ahead and finish putting this in and copy over all the shelves. And once this gets done, the cellar should be a-okay for a while. Oh, wood's starting to get pretty low too. Okay. Yeah, if we're gonna expand the main keeper, we're gonna need a significant chunk of wood, so we should definitely do some large-scale chopping for a little bit. Okay, just marked plenty of dead trees around the outside of the base, so we should be okay for the immediate future. As long as we can get somewhere out there to deal with it. Yeah, we'll get this all built up, and then I'll re-extend once it's built to see if we can fill that in. If not, we'll probably need to put some extra flooring on this wall to give stability. Yeah, I think we're finally going to start feeling the slowdown of the harvesting season, which is fine, because I think today's just mainly going to be a planting day, and then we'll have a couple days where we should be back up to getting a bunch of stuff done, because these guys are super quick, and there's a bunch of them, so that should be fine. And we also do have somebody set aside specifically for chopping, so hopefully that alleviates some of that concern. And we might be able to move these guys in over here tomorrow, which would be great. How many sticks do we still have? Down to 78. Can we finish this up? And some more cattle. Fantastic. All right, yeah, we're going to have to floor the wall. That's fine. And it looks like we have just enough to get it done. Where's that cattle? Okay, that should be a pretty easy tame. It's also kind of old already. Oh, well, let's see if we can get it in the base. Okay, and the mining crew finished that up, so we don't have to worry about that. Probably hold off on mining for the immediate future. Possibly even a couple seasons if we have a decent backstock. And we're doing okay. Yeah, we definitely don't need iron. Probably honestly start trying to offload some of the basic iron on some merchants that swing by. So I guess the smart thing to do would be turn on the iron ingots and sell those. Yeah, let's actually bump iron up to 1200 and steel up to 750. Free up some of that space, and also I think iron ingots will probably sell for okay. If we really need to, we can start cranking up our blacksmithing as well and just sell that off. But again, we don't even really need money at this point in the game, but it's nice to just have it, you know? Okay, there we go. We're finally out of sticks. Keep setting up some chop jobs here and there. Oh, you're just going to get that cattle. Okay, it's right over here. That's not too far, fortunately. All right, they're getting the crops sorted out a-okay. Looks like we got 3 fields planted so far. Yeah, the only inconvenience with this is going to be checking it out, you know, while it's growing, but for the protection, it's definitely worth it. And it also looks hella cool, so you always gotta take that into consideration. And Jonette's creating art, so you have literally nothing to do. How bad are we on? Yeah, sticks were completely out. Wood is low. We might actually be waiting on gardening crew to finish planting, because I did have somebody set aside for chopping. It may not be enough. Actually, I had 2 of you set aside for that. Yeah, Edith and Isabella. Or, nope, sorry. Edith and Yohama. Although I'm guessing they're keeping up with their other job priorities first, which, fair enough. Yeah, they're just gonna power through the flax real quick, it looks like. And people are exhausted, that's fine. So we've got the cabbage to plant, we've got a couple flax. We've got the carrots and red currant, and then the fields are planted for the start of the year. Should be able to get through that tomorrow, and then once that's done, these guys should be able to go absolutely ham on chopping stuff around base. And honestly, just because it's suddenly become a problem, I'm just gonna go mass deforestation right now on all the dead trees. We got the space for it, and you know, once we do get it, we're gonna go through it pretty quickly, so we should be able to just go ahead and get as much as we need right now. Also, I had everyone on normal schedule, right? Yes, yeah, we're still on that schedule, which is fine. And let's see, at 5 in the morning, it's still 38, so definitely leave the braziers on. Okay, we also got a little bit of herb gardening to do. I think that might have been the last one. There we go. All right, so 3 more fields, and the gardening is done, which means we should get sticks, which means the building should get done. And you know what? We didn't get to do this last time. Let's wake up with a nice little sermon. Everyone except Edith, because... Oh, wait, Edith, did you flip? Oh, she went neutral. Okay, well... Unfortunately, I think that means literally no druids in our settlement. How much beer, or not beer, wine? Let's not get hundreds. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 6. Let's get that. Okay, 15 gets us up to 435, and that's unforgettable. Good enough for me. All right, literally everyone go get sloshed at service, and then we'll have a fantastic day. We got a barrel of wine for everybody and a couple in reserve just in case. All right, yeah, everyone gather around. That's literally everyone, right? Yay, no one's left out. We're the most inclusive society that probably exists at this point. Huzzah. All right, guys, get on with it. York, you know you can join the group, right? Oh, everyone's converting. Yay, unforgettable event. Good job. Now you guys can go enjoy the rest of your day. See if anyone blacks out before noon. And now everyone's so devout they can start being chaplains. Love it. All right, so the good news there is that we now officially have backups. So at least that's good. The problem's going to be if anyone walks into the settlement, that's a druid. They're going to be very sad. Oh, also we have a bunch of stuff that's just been down here chilling, so I guess you guys can start hauling. Okay, the prepped meals are slowly but steadily climbing up, so we are making progress on that. That's good. And we have been consistently smoking meat. That's fine. Okay, we're starting to get sticks back, so we should be able to get this finished up. And hopefully we can get some people moved in today. It really depends on how long it takes them to get sticks. Might be one more day just to be safe. And we're back to the cycle where people are going to be annoyed at other drunk people, but they'll be fine tomorrow. So business as usual in Hawkshaw. Everyone's plastered and getting work done. Fantastic. And I guess... I was about to say, oh, let's throw some stick flooring on this one. Sticks are kind of a problem right now, so probably don't build anything we don't have to quite yet. I guess I should also try to figure out exactly how I want this to look. I'm guessing... Bring the roof up real quick. Probably just build up one more level. And I would like to transition the material. I think we might just have to leave the Great Hall as wood. Unless we bring the whole thing out, which was a consideration. We do have space for it. I think I've got a long-term plan for the gatehouse. I think I have an idea of what I want to do. We'll just bring it up and do another layer of wood for now. But what I'm thinking we might end up doing is layering the front of this and these buildings with different material, and then we'll just leave the interior as wood, because I think there's too many supports and the like to do a full teardown and rebuild without completely destroying the keep. So I think that'll look okay. We'll see. I might also change my mind on that one. Okay, we got a couple red currants left and the cabbages. I'm guessing everyone's going a bit slower because they're sloshed. And okay, it's still 40 degrees outside. I can probably knock the braziers down to medium if I really wanted to. Actually, we can probably knock them to low. I think that'll be okay. Okay, there we go. That should be braziers. Hit the workshop just to be safe. Oh, you guys are still praying? I thought that would take care of you guys for a couple days. Yeah, hold on. Shouldn't you guys be religious, alcohol? Interesting. So I guess that service may have locked the alcohol requirement, but not the religious requirement, which is interesting, but not much we can do about it. And that was another dead chicken, and a bunch of stuff just died out in the wild, so let's go ahead and grab all that while we can. Yeah, I'm hoping once we get the nicer rooms for everybody, friendly visit, who's that gonna be? Baldred? You're not Baldred, and we don't need a chaplain now. Thank you for visiting. Fake Baldred. Baldred Blakemore, if that's really your name. We have a tier 3 chaplain, so we don't need you here, but thanks for visiting. Who are you with? Church 3rd coming. Yeah, we're cool with you guys. You can stay. We're not going to throw you a feast or anything. I will tell you, if you're coming to learn techniques, all you need to do is make sure that your entire flock is completely drunk off their asses, and everyone will enjoy the service. I guarantee it. Okay, start a new day, and the rooms are mostly finished, or at least that main hallway is, so I'm going to go ahead and start moving everyone over. You are missing floor. We can't have that. Let's go ahead and throw some floor in there. There we go. Now people can move in. Do you guys actually have anything important? Doesn't look like it. So this will be Jonette. You can have the slightly bigger room because you're an OG. And then we need to move the candelabra and the brazier over, and then your room will be complete. Excellent. Actually, go ahead and just deconstruct these braziers. Well, that one. This one we might need to still spend another day getting moved. Depends on how long these guys take. Okay, you say you're gardening. Also, I just realized the easy way to get rid of the campy is just do the building thing. So it's absolutely just as easy to keep an eye on crops. So good job, me. Thanks for remembering how to play the game. And for these guys, we're going to go ahead and start transitioning over to the... Yeah, because these are... Ooh, actually, I say the brick. Silver... Oh, it's because they're silver and gold. How's the iron look? 18. The iron braziers are slightly nicer. The limestone and the regular brick are the same. Yeah, you know what? Everyone starts getting iron braziers. We need to burn through some of that anyway. Okay, there we go. So these rooms are completely done. So now what we can do... just this area. We'll start... Nope. Cancel that. There we go. Gotta remember, you can do some smart stuff with deconstruct if you take your time, which is fantastic. We'll swap this over to something. I'm not sure how we want to set this up yet. Although, yeah, now we're, Alright, slight problem for Yohama. She immediately screwed herself, which is excellent. I might actually have to build you a ladder to save you. So, thanks. Hey, Gerbaga, you want to do me a solid and prioritize this ladder? We need to free Yohama from her hell that she created for herself. Come on, Gerbaga. I know you're hourly, but we also got stuff to do. You're gonna go to break first, aren't you? Okay, no, Yohama will build herself. 27 construction, by the way. Jonette, I need you to do me a solid and actually do this correctly. Thank you, you're the best. And then you just need to finish these floors, and this can be Baldred, I think, needed one. Yeah, I think that other one was Baldred. All right, Team Teardown's getting it done, and Edith just trained a chicken. We are back in business. I'm thinking we turn this corner into a little jailhouse of some sorts. The question is, how do I want the final product to look? Well, I wouldn't mind relocating these to somewhere slightly nicer. You know what? You guys are spare weapons and armor. You can go over here in the spare guardhouse for now until we find a better place for it. And then might as well tear this beam down. That'll be Baldred's chamber done, I believe. There we go. All right, so those two got moved into a nicer place. Good for them. Yeah, I guess the question is, what do we want to renovate next? Probably nothing today, just because it's so late. And those two are friends again. Love it. We could do with some lighting over here, I think. Let's do... I guess we could also just take a look at the wall torches real quick. Yeah, iron also looks better. Gold looks the best. And silver is the same as iron? No, slightly better. Yeah, let's do iron, I think, on the individual doors on the outside. Maybe inside. Well, I guess that should be backwards, huh? Yeah, we'll do wooden torches on the outsides, and we'll leave the iron nice-looking ones for the rooms themselves if we're not using candelabras, along with the iron braziers. These do take a minute to build, though, that's for sure. Kind of hoping somebody builds this one first. Actually, you know what? Shouldn't just to... Okay, Yohama's doing it. Perfect. Okay, get that hallway a little bit nicer. And Yohama, please don't mess this up. Yeah, Yohama, what's your... Yeah, it's always having construction. Yeah, these iron braziers just take a minute. Which is fair. They're a lot nicer than the basic ones. And go ahead and swap that one over. So yeah, what my original plan was brick braziers in everybody's rooms. I think I'm going to do the iron ones because those are a good balance. And then maybe use the brick ones to replace the clay ones that are kind of in the hallways and whatnot. Oh no, you guys aren't even drunk. Also, I just realized no one power blacked out from the sermon, so good job, guys. You are all becoming the best alcoholics you can be, and I could not be prouder. Yeah, I guess just for the sake of material and the fact that I'm not going to be using this for anything for the immediate future, I might as well tear down that stuff. I could be tempted to tear up the floor, too. We can probably use this candelabra better as well. Yeah, this room's a little bit dark. Let's go ahead and light up the Great Hall a little bit more. And on the morning of the 5th day of spring, I'm going to go ahead and call it a part for here. Some pretty good progress today. We got through winter, and we finished up the outer wall, which I think looks pretty good. And we have also decided what we're going to do with this place, and that'll be very nice once that update comes out. And we've started expanding this new bunkhouse to have nicer places for everyone to live. I think now that we're caught up on this construction, we can probably expand the Great Keep, and once we get that 3rd level, we can probably move a couple more people in. And once that's done, we'll probably have some framework for what we want to do next. Which we also want to do the kitchen. You know, I was just saying the Great Hall, we might do the kitchen first since that should be quicker. But we do need more rooms. We will flip-flop back and forth between what we want to build next time. So hopefully y'all are looking forward to that. Until then, thanks for stopping by. See you later.